back to the Champagne Hour Show. For those who are new here, I'm your host, Sierra Renee. I have half a decade of experience in building brands, digital marketing strategy, web design, and more. My goal is to help women find their power through leveraging the internet to make money. You can learn more about me in the description box below. Follow me on social media, and don't forget to press that subscribe button. Before we get started, I would like to add a disclaimer for those who have never listened to me before. I'm a very Chef Ramsay-esque speaker, which means I love to drop F-bombs to express myself. But all right, let's get into this episode. Sit down, grab your coffee, tea, or whatever beverage you got sitting next to you. Come on in and let's have a chat. Today's business lesson is about powering up your selling game online. We know that in-person sales can be a lot different than selling online. A few of the key differences is 1, you don't know the person on the other side of the screen. 2, they can't see you. And 3, they have to learn to trust you. Currently, female-led and owned businesses account for about 30% of the global economy. This is coming straight from the Wells Fargo newsroom. The number one thing I hear about women is that we're very emotional when it comes to business. I know that I can be a little tender myself, so no judgment or shame here. Over the span of my career though, I've learned that there's a delicate art to be mastered when it comes to selling your offers, pitching yourself to brands, or increasing your revenue in a product-based world. Being too emotional kept my heart full, but my pockets empty. Being too harsh also did not render the results that I was looking for. I was doing well, but not quite reaching my potential because I was considering others before I thought about my own bottom line. This is a very backwards mindset to have when doing any sort of business. Of course, some of us are pressured into it because we want to play well with others. This can also be a result of people pleasing, lacking boundaries, and just wanting to help the people around you, your audience, right? Before I get into it, let's break down the difference between sales and marketing. Sales and marketing are very similar but different. Think of these two as cousins. Y'all related, y'all kick it, but you have your own style, your own way of doing things, and your own purpose. So marketing is centered around learning and engaging your potential and current customers. You do market research, you brand, you advertise, and you raise awareness. This is more so adjacent with whatever long-term goals that you're going to have for your work, your career. Sales is different though, because this is where you turn your audience or clients that you've been marketing to into paid customers, whether this is bringing them on for the first time or upselling, right? So what should businesswomen or new bosses especially know about selling online? Here are a few points from someone who's been there, done that, and is learning every single day. The first thing that you want to know is that you need to figure out who you want to sell to. The most common misconception, especially in marketing, is that your goal is to sell to everyone. And girl, this is virtually impossible, literally impossible. To create more targeted results, you want to pinpoint that person who truly needs what you do. You need to know things like where they work, their shopping habits, what drives them to take action, right? And research is going to hold the key to a smoother sales process. Number 2, know how to handle rejection or objections. There will always be people who have an excuse as to why they can't afford what you're offering. A creative tip that I use in my own business is to focus on the transformation your work will provide. So do this throughout all of your copy. You might be saying to yourself, well, if they're a follower, reader, or supporter of mine, they're gonna already know why I'm selling what I'm selling. Okay, but contrary to popular belief, they don't. They have no clue. And if you use this strategy that I'm giving to you, you will have less convincing to do when you're chatting somebody up. In addition to that though, you can't take the no personal. The people who can't find a way to change their lives aren't rejecting you, they're rejecting their own personal growth. That's not your problem. Wish them well and continue to do your thing until a better fit rolls around. Number 3, You don't need to shame your way into people's wallets. Lord, where do I begin with this one? Listen, oh my gosh. How many of you guys have seen someone posting online, cussing people out for not buying what they selling, okay? Calling their audience names because they aren't engaging, or worse. You won't invest in X, Y, and Z, and that's why you'll stay broke. Y'all done heard that one before. Take the stance mentioned above in our second tip, right? You want to detach from any ill feelings when business isn't doing well. Even if your business is doing well, your copy, your marketing efforts in general should reflect a warm and inviting tone to encourage people to actually want to talk to you. My take is that you should flip the script. Instead of shaming your audience, educate them on why what you do is so valuable. Walk them through your processes. Show them how you change lives, and most importantly, put them in the shoes of someone who's already worked with you. I always say that marketing is more about how you feel, how you make people feel rather, than the numbers. Number 4 is to ask, okay? What I mean by asking is that a boss lady knows how to make something that seems intricate very easy. So instead of assuming that your clients want a specific thing from you, how about you ask them what they need? Get your marketing advice straight from the horse's mouth. If you can do that, you'll have an easier time connecting with people through the screen. Number 5 is to structure your offers appropriately. You need to have a clear, concise offer, and it needs to be stupid simple for a newcomer to understand. One of the main mistakes that my clients make is not making things simple. The checkout process on your website should not be 45 steps long, okay? Your product photos can't be too confusing, or else someone is going to ask, well, what exactly am I buying? A huge part of building credibility in whatever you do includes trustworthiness. Therefore, if I go to your website and it looks like hot shit, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, this person is trying to scam your girl. They didn't even invest in this website, or they didn't invest in proper photos for their products. Like, I don't even know what the hell is going on here. So really put effort in the places that matter. The sales process will be a lot easier. So now that you have these 5 tips to make selling your thing, go out and use them. Again, my name is Sierra Renee, and I appreciate everyone for listening in. Until next time, see ya.